Hey guys, we are back with some more cards action, and this time around I wanted to give Garbage Mill another try. We resolved to try to play the deck a little bit better, and our last series didn't go quite as expected. We lost and made some misplays that were hopefully avoidable this time around, so we're going to give it another try and see if we can end up with a few more W's than we have in the past. That, and I just really like this deck. I think a little too much. So here we are, game number 1. I think I like all this. Maybe I'll drop the bombing raid. Actually, you know what? Let's keep all this. This all seems pretty fine. Actually, maybe drop the decisive. It's really tough. You know what? Let's just keep everything. We can't make a choice. Just keep it all and see what happens. I think turn 2, we're just playing take initiative. Alright, so he's going to be dropping Congo line on us. Good to know. Which means decisive action can do some work here. Okay. We are going to be taking a little bit of damage, but I think we're okay here. Take initiative, pass turn. It's a pretty spicy one. I think next turn we're just going to decisive defense and get hopefully, you know, some good value out of it. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't show us that he's got another one in hand. Probably should, no? Because we know he's got another one in there. We saw the animation. See, you'll see right here. There you go. That should definitely be updated. Yeah, let's just play this, pass the turn. I'm assuming he's got some sort of bounce in a deck like this, so, you know, maybe after the first attack, whatever we catch off guard, we'll have this get bounced somehow. No bounce. Okay. This, I think we just honorable death here. And you know what? Let's just get our damage in there. If he decides to Sherman, he'll have to move one up and then Sherman, which I think we're okay with. That is very nice, very nice. Huh. Gum up the front line here. US, especially decks like this, US decks like this particularly want to have control of the front line. And that's okay. I think we just take our bombing raid here. Really need to answer that. And then just pass turn. Next turn we can decisive defense again and play long range, get some health back. A lot of options for us here. It's a spicy one. No doubt about it. Alright, so let's activate, gain our 7 here, pass the turn. Yep. Let's see if this gets bounced, which I think we wouldn't mind too much. Oh. Not quite. We are going to naval operation because So we don't want that to survive. 21 cards, all right. Pass the turn here. Potentially move this up to the front line next turn. We are starting to run out of steam here, so we do want to draw a copy of our, oh my lord. All right, that's getting lined for a date for sure. Copy of Pact of Steel. No, Pact of Steel. Is it Pact of Steel? The one that makes us both draw. That can be scary too. Ah, it is Pact of Steel. There we go. So let's just do this. And I think we move up here. Pass the turn. Ooh, okay. Now might be as good as time as ever too. Is it? I think we just kill this. Yeah, let's just draw some cards here. And we won't play the take initiative because we want it gumming up his hand rather than just being discarded. So I think we're okay just passing the turn here. Bonsai's pretty nice. That's a good one to get rid of as well. We might be able to clean up a lot of units here. Hopefully it doesn't make anything bigger than 4 power. It doesn't seem to be the case, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that's all getting bonsai'd. Oh, thank God. Do we want to do anything else? I think we'll do this. No, yeah, this first. And then now we can drop this. So we have to remember that we've got island hopping on us, because that might... It can turn anything that, you know, deals 3 to us into a big problem. Oh boy. Huh. So if we drop to the last man, that means there's potentially 1 more California in his deck. As could be technically 2. Don't have very many options otherwise. Could drop a Kika back inside, but I don't know what we'd be looking at. Probably just a pin. You know what? Let's do that. See if we can get him to commit more to the board. Nope, we didn't get there. Let's do one more time here. All right, we got one. And we'll drop a Pact of Steel as well. He is at 5 cards, so he's going to start taking... Oh, thank God we got rid of Hellcat too. Getting rid of Blitz units is awesome in this deck. Definitely what we want to see here. Yep. Yeah, so now I'm perfectly fine dropping all this out of the way here. And sure. Card 7. Yeah, this will bring him to 9. And then he overdraw. Alright, so he doesn't have any more. He's on a clock at this point. It's a nice one to get rid of as well. Whatever he has in hand is cards that he needs. It's the only cards that he'll have. It's the rest of the game to kill us with. So as long as we can survive these 9 cards, we're in good shape. Not too scary. Nope. Fair. Yep. Let's just go ahead and drop these 2, and I think we want to get rid of the half track here. Because we don't want him buffing something like that up here. And this is slow. Yeah, let's get rid of half track here. Hopefully it is the right call here. He's taken 2. The fact that we have island hopping on us does mean that he can just start, yeah, getting some big boys in play here. I don't think you would want to play the Catalina in this setup. Unless you're planning on killing us right now. 4, 8. You're close. You're definitely close. Let's kill this because we can draw. Not the worst. You just need to weather the storm here. This is going to make him take a tremendous amount of damage. I think it's probably going to kill him or be very close to it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Definitely Catalina was meant to be kept in hand here. Because now we can just... ooh. It's got one in back in the deck he was able to put in, but it's not going to do much in this situation. We're just going to pass unless he's got a way of killing this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do this and pass the turn here. Perfect. All right, that's 1 W. What I'd like to see here. We'll see you guys in round number 2. All right, here we are with round number 2 against Soviets. Love take initiative. We'll get rid of reorganize and colonial dreams. We want that a little later on. Get rid of the naval operations as well. Keep the long range recon. Both take initiatives early game. I would like to see that. Good luck. Gonna be an interesting game if it's just a bunch of Dragos here. We blinked first though. Let's see if that works in our favor or not. It's ramp. This could get spicy very quickly. US, Soviets, US, Soviet US rap. Color me intrigued. That card is getting honorable death. That's for sure. And sure. Save the Tora or use the Tora. Save it. It's representing 2 damage, so not that worried. Another one. 1, 2, 3. We might be taking 1 damage for a while, so let's stem the bleeding a little bit and just kill off the engineer here. Alright, all of a sudden I'm taking 3 damage a turn just to draw a card. Can't believe this guy drew both his 1/25ths and his KV1. We will naval operation. And how do we want to do this? I think we want a Toro as well. This is it's definitely shaping up to be a weird game here. If we draw another pin effect, I guess that can happen. 6, 9. 9. I'm taking 5. It's 14. What the heck do I draw here? I'm flabbergasted at the series of plays that just occurred, but I think they're gonna get him there. See if we have buffing. Wow. Let's continue this game of ours here. Next turn 9. We're still taking at least 8 in draw damage. So I could bombing raid here. Then we would take 5, 8. Bombing raid here. We're taking 2, 4, 10. So I think we have to bombing raid here. What a game. 3, 6. I think we just passed the turn here. We are definitely at the edge of our seats here. Oh, that's game, right? Yep. 8. Yep. That is a L that I am perfectly confident saying that nothing we did is going to get us out of there with that series of plays that our opponent made there. All right. Game number 3. Let's see if it goes a little bit better than that one. All right. Game 3, here we are against another French deck. Another Japanese deck. Drop, and drop the... we might want to keep the Tortor if they're aggressive. Dump the other 2 here. It's a hand of 4 cards. That I will not deny. We would love to see it take initiative, but Is what it is. We'll just pass the turn here. Taking 3 is a little scary, but then we'll let this do 6 damage. I think it's just worth it to do this. Glad we kept that Tortor in hand. But the fact that he's a more airplane-based deck doesn't bode well for our naval operations here, but we'll see what happens. Next turn we might just fire off a Pact of Steel here. I think actually we'll long range first and then Pact of Steel next turn. He didn't play anything last turn. I'm not sure if he's going to play anything this turn. It's a spicy card. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to get rid of naval operations. That does nothing for us. We're going to be drawing a lot with this KI. I think we can get rid of take initiative at this point too. We're just going to be drawing so many cards. The rest is something we might need. That's a really sweet one actually. You know what, let's do that first. Okay with him drawing an extra card. This is perfectly reasonable. If he attacks, we've got a savior here. And then we can bombing raid next turn, kill it off. There's a part of me that wants to keep this alive just so that our opponent is drawing a bunch of cards. But I think, you know, we shouldn't get too overzealous with this. We got our twofer here. I think we just go ahead and get rid of this and then use this so that he overdraws whatever he's going to draw from his actual deck here. Yeah. See what he gets rid of. Okay. We are most likely going to long range, or sorry, sneak attack that, but as it stands, let's just long range past the turn here. If he spends his 2 turns moving up to the front line, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't want a naval operation, especially because I'm going to be sneak attacking next turn. I lied. Gonna honorable death this first. And then I'm gonna do this. Our opponent had enough. Ooh. Ooh, those are some dirty cards to get rid of. We definitely won the mental game that one. I don't know if he was completely out of it in terms of actual plays, but I think mentally he was done in terms of how those rounds went, or sorry, those turns. All right, we'll take a W where we can. 2-1 right now. See you guys for round number 4. All right, welcome back. Round 4 against Rocky Lee playing Soviets. Let's see what. Oh my lord, this is a hand. You know what? Let's get rid of the Tortors and keep the Pact of Steels. Maybe just 1, and then draw into the next one later on. Don't know if that's the right call here, but we're gonna do it anyways. All right, this probably won't trigger for a while unless they're playing some sort of token deck. I should not have said anything. Tokens can be a rough one. Tokens can definitely be a rough one. Next turn I think we're just pop indecisive and hopefully he attacks. Fingers crossed here. Attacks our HQ, I should say, and not our 33rd. Nice. We are going to desperate measures, I think. We don't want any of that up there. We'll bring up the measurement next turn. Bring this up because if he buffs this with the +1, +2, we can still attack here. Yep. Okay. Hopefully he attacks here, brings us up. We can do a nice little value attack. Yep. Fair enough. It's interesting. I think we want to do this because then we can move this up to the front line and represents an ability for us to get rid of a 1/1 token unless it's buffed. So I think we're okay with this. Next turn we might Pact of Steel just to recoup our hand here. Although it can cause some issues in terms of giving our opponents quite a bit of plays here, but they're not really lacking in cards, so I think it benefits us more than it does them at this point. So we know they have at least 3 Blitz tokens. We're going to take the ability for us to clear out tokens wherever possible, so we are okay with this, and I think we can ship it. And that's the second deep operation we've seen here. Yep. So this turn we might just long range recon, and then next we could just hopefully bonsai. And we'll see how that goes. Yep. We'll take some damage here, but no real way of us getting rid of that unless we use the reorganizers for something. Let's just hope they don't buff anymore. Or if they do, they remain under 4. We're fine with that. Bonsai doesn't care. We're okay with this as well. Bonsai still deals with that. We are definitely going to do it here. So they've played 2 frontal assaults. I was not expecting a T-34. I'll be quite honest. I think we want to put let's put, I do not want to discard this. I run the risk if I put it back in, but I think I'm okay with that. Let's do this first. It's something more than 3. Okay, and we could gain 8 with this. You know what? Let's do take initiative because we can maybe get more if he just drops a whole bunch of units on the board. I think next turn we'll just sneak attack the T-34. They cause us some problems. And I assume if he's playing one, he's playing a bunch more. Multiples, so we definitely want to get our value if we can here. Using one card to get rid of a big threat and potential future big threats is worth it in my eyes. Yep, that's fine. It's fine as well. We are at 16 here, and we'll draw another one when we sneak attack this. But that does mean he's going to overdraw. So one. Okay, so he had two in his deck, which I'll take that. Let's see what he overdraws here. Yep. I could drop this and then blitz kill that, which I might do. He's playing the light infantries. Okay. We still do this. If he kills this, next turn if he brings everything down, we can clean up a bunch of it with bombing raids and Taurus, so yep. We'll see how he plays this. It's a big boy. Oh, I should have done this first. Actually, no, because I'm going to be touring here. That's the turn. So we are deathly afraid of Unity Strength here. We've only seen one. I don't think I've seen him. Oh, he might have another one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Looks like, does he have a third one? That's 9 right there. That's death right there. GG. Unfortunate. Maybe we should have drew first, see if we got that pin, but yeah, it is what it is. I think that one was that was probably an avoidable loss, so hate to see it, but the deck's really hard to play. Lots of decisions to make, and finding out when to be when to pop off on your resources are so finite and specific that you have to be really careful and understand how they're played. So it's not surprising that we probably made some misplay there. But regardless, last round. Here we go. Against Burton. All right. We'll keep the recon and the long range. If they're playing air, this is useless, but we'll see. If they're playing commandos, this might come in handy here. Turn 1 play. Automatically makes me think commandos, but you know, they might just not have a 1-drop plane, which is perfectly acceptable in a... Yep. All right. So this is useless. This is also useless. We're just going to take initiative here, but we are definitely on... We're up against a matchup that's pretty skewed in their favor from just my experience with it, but maybe we'll find a way of getting out of it. So it doesn't look like it's an optimized version of the deck, which hopefully that's something. Huh. I think we'll save this. If he attacks here, we draw a card. No, I think we play it. We don't want to overdraw here. And if he attacks here, it would have put us to 9 cards. All right, well, we'll take the trade there. I don't want to give him more options, so we'll hold on to the Colonial Dreams for the time being. I can spiral out of control pretty quickly here. He is going to be gaining a whole bunch of life, which can put us in quite a bit of a pickle. Alright, well, don't have a thing. I thought we did. I thought we had a line for a day. Alas, we do not. I think we just use this to soak up 5 damage. Hopefully he attacks first with the Blenheim. He does have to take initiative to draw 2 cards if he so chooses. That's rough. So if we attack here, puts this down to 3. It's really hard to say here. I assume he'll do the same thing and attack with Albacore first. Yep. He can do, let's see, he might be able to finish us off right here. Ooh, yep. Yeah. The deck has a really tough time against Predair, even a suboptimal build of it. As you can see, get some bombers and we just don't have anything for it. Well, ended, nice, Drunken Life, Dreamy Death. Ended 2 and 3, which, you know, not the greatest, but deck is, like I said, pretty hard to play, and hopefully we'll continue to tinker around with it, get better at it, and get those W's accumulated. Alright guys, with that being said, have a good one.